clapping for myself for choosing to leave my 10-year marriage. Do you guys remember this chick who bragged about leaving a 10-year marriage? And a lot of people really did not support any of the reasons she gave, other than she thinks that she can do better. And now she's trying to leverage the attention for her content creation career, which usually doesn't pan out that well. Goes on to say, because the unknown seems better than settling out of familiarity, safety, and comfortability.
Who knew asking for a divorce would cause this much hate? I've literally, last time I spoke to you guys, I was like, I'm getting dragged. No, I've been dragged. And I'm in a bit of a rock and a hard place with it at the minute, because I really have shared next to nothing. Truly, because one, I've got kids and I don't want to drag him. I don't want either of us to drag each other, but it's so crazy that I'm naturally being dragged, and it's like we as women can't ask for a divorce. I'm absolutely mind boggled about people being like, okay, don't make this your entire personality here. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was married for 10 years. I asked for the divorce over a year ago and didn't tell any of you. And I've shared a video relating to the divorce over about 6 days, and this is apparently me dragging it out. It's like, women just don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance. Like, it's actually insane. And even when I'm sharing normal content now, people are like, this is digging your husband. I would have shared this kind of content before even when married, and no one would have had an issue with it. But on the flip side, so many of you, and this is why I'm speaking to you guys on YouTube, because you're the same ones, so many of you have reached out to me and said, thanks for sharing something that is,
Oh my goodness. Thanks for giving me the courage to leave my family and my husband's for absolutely no reason. I mean, these things never get that far, guys, and you guys are going to probably get to see for yourself. They just don't. People think that they're going to somehow leverage their failed marriage. I just saw another woman who announced a TikTok and got a bunch of views because they'll encourage you in the beginning. You're like, oh, wow, I could become a post marriage content creator. But then real life starts to settle in, and now she's regretting her decisions. I don't think this woman's going to be far off from that either.
not normalized. Thanks for sharing something that is similar. People are messaging me saying, I wish I could do what you've done. And trust me, I haven't even done anything yet. But what I have done is I've drawn a line in the sand and I've said, no, that's it. So here we are. We're back to talk about the divorce again, because who else am I meant to talk to about it? Like, who else am I meant to talk to about it? And I just
A therapist, maybe.
hope that me speaking about it helps someone, because that is the reason why I'm speaking about it, because I've literally received thousands of messages saying, no, you're not saying the truth, you're trying to protect him. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak about everything. Not that I would want to anyway, but like, this is this massive narrative of like, you've taken everything he's worked for, or at least half of it, and now where? Where are you getting this information from? Do you know how inexcitable, I don't even know the word. Do you know my lack of excitement knowing now I have to find another home? Like, it's different.
Oh, so you're homeless now. My bad. I shouldn't be laughing at this. I've been praying more, guys. I've been praying more. I've been trying, I'm trying to be better. I shouldn't be laughing at this. It's so funny. I got to do better.
Different when you're in a marriage or in a relationship and you separate and you just move out. I've got to now find a new home that I fund and transition my kids into a whole new period. And I'm just like, how can anyone think I'm excited about that? It's insane. I'm clapping and finding it funny that people are so upset by my courage to do what isn't considered normal. Like, that doesn't mean that.
Ma'am, most marriages today end in divorce. What you're doing is normal. It doesn't take courage. It does not take courage to divorce for no reason whatsoever. It takes courage to commit to your vows. Drink the coffee. Drink the coffee.
Like, if I said we're getting a divorce, Jai would probably be like, what does that mean? We're not married anymore. I don't think he needs to know. Not now, anyway. But that's another thing I've got to maneuver. Like, when I do buy my next home and live there, I don't think he'll notice at first, but I think after a little bit, he might ask why there's separate homes. Then I'm going to have to explain it. What mom wants that? Oh man. But how are you all? How are you all? Because me, I'm pushed to the edge, okay? I'm exhausted with this whole thing. But anyway, the next steps.
Um, kids do know. Kids do know. In fact, psychologists have likened a divorce to a death for a child. It's that traumatic. You don't think your 5-year-old is going to realize that something is different? They do know.
We're selling this house. I need to find another home. I've thought about it as much, I've thought about it for so long. I almost knew what I needed to do when I did it. So it's not as though I've just said, I want a divorce, and now I'm like, what next? I've almost thought about it. So like now, I don't want to move my kid again and again in school. So I have to find another home near where his school is. So at least just in this transitional period of us separating homes, he stays in the same school and it's not that great of a change. And then eventually I'll probably go to a new city completely. Oh my God, do you know how daunting that is? I've been looking at properties all week and being like, oh, because don't get me wrong, when I get there and everything's in its place, okay, but until then, oh, you know what though, going back to the whole I thought about it before I made the decision. One of the biggest things that no one is thinking about and not one person has thought about, because everyone's like, oh, she's going to be a hoe now. Oh, she's going to get ran through by all these people. Oh, she's going to be on dating apps. After this entire 10 years, do you think, one, I'm even eager to date again, but two, do you know the weight of that and how that almost changed my direction on whether I chose divorce or not? Because I have two black kids, two black Somali, Yemeni, Jamaican, Pakistani, Irish, white kids who are Muslim. I thought about it again and again. And some of you are going to drag me again for this. And you're going to be like, oh, see, I told you she's thinking about dating. Take it as you will. I don't want to date. I have no intention to date anytime soon. But I did think, shit, man, this is going to make dating so much harder. It's going to make it so much harder because I've got to find someone now who is not just accepting of that, but is open to that. I've got to find.
And is also a fool. Based on what she said, like, look at these videos. She's upset because of the response she's getting from the internet. Guys, she's taunting people here, right? She's posting multiple videos of her there laughing, clapping, and there's like this taunt of like, yeah, I left my 10-year marriage. Oh my goodness, so fun. If this is how she treats her last marriage and current divorce that she's going through, what makes the next man think that she's going to take that next marriage seriously at all? He would have to be a fool.
Find someone who, you don't need to be Muslim, but you need to be interested enough for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want my kids to still be raised Muslim. Doesn't matter whether I date Steve, you know what I mean? White Steve who is a atheist or whatever. I want my kids to still be Muslim. I want them to still celebrate their holidays. I want them to still go to mosque. I know what part as a mom, as a non-Muslim mom, I need to play in that. But I also know, and I've seen it, unfortunately, in many situations where people move on to whoever fits them, which is cool, and who is.
Okay, we're done here. I'm going to read a few of these comments, see what the people have to say here, because this was definitely some sort of like a taunting video. Top comment here says, shout out to Anthony Blogain. He says, welcome back to the streets. Somebody else here added, you left your marriage because you felt safe and comfortable. Here's somebody else who says, girl, get back to your husband. Again, man, the women out here are calling the BS out. Sometimes you get female baristas. Goes on to say, that's a trap. The dating world is a piece of shit. She literally said, where I could stay is safe and comfortable, but she wants excitement. And boy, will this life give it to her. We could just hope we can witness it. Just to learn, not to point at life, just to learn. Somebody else who says, girl, what? This ain't the flex you thought. Somebody else who says, the grass is greener where you water it. Are these all women? These are all when the women are speaking out and they recognize what's going on. You know you messed up. Somebody else who says, this is giving unhealed and unhealthy vibes. Somebody else who says, yes, girl, you only have one life to live. That's everything I need to. You already know. You already know the vibe. Guys, listen, as always, guys, to my currently engaged men, soon to be married men, I hope that you found somebody who has shared core values with you, right? That your foundational values are strong. What does that mean? That you both define marriage in the same way. You understand the type of economy that you guys are agreeing to get into. Yes, challenges will come, and there's no way of avoiding challenges. It's a part of life. And people take work to grow with, to get closer with, and to be at peace with at times, even your future wife. If you're currently engaged or soon to be married, make sure you head over to fathershaverights.com. If you're interested in a prenuptial agreement but have no idea where to start, that's why I created Fathers Have Rights for men like you. We show you how via expert legal information from experienced attorneys who show you how to get a prenup before you hire your attorney. Appreciate you. Till next time. I'm out. Peace.